How are you sitting as you watch me right now? Are your shoulders hunched forward? Is your head leaning toward the screen? If so, please watch this video until the end, because what I'm going to tell you today may change the rest of your life. For years, you've been told that forgetfulness, memory problems, and even Alzheimer's disease are just an inevitable part of aging. They said you drew the genetic lottery, you're unlucky, there's nothing you can do about it. They said if your mother or father has it, you will too. But what if I told you that this is a huge misconception? What if I told you that the biggest enemy threatening your brain health is something you do to your own body every day without even realizing it? Now, think about it. How many hours a day do you spend sitting at your computer? How many hours do you spend looking at your phone? How many hours do you spend slouching in front of the TV? The average adult spends 8 to 10 hours a day sitting, and more than 90% of that sitting time is spent in a medically unacceptable posture. Here's the truth that nobody tells you. Your brain is the most oxygen-hungry organ in your body. Although it makes up only 2% of your total body weight, it consumes 20% of the oxygen you take in. And how does this oxygen reach your brain? Through two critical vessels that pass through your cervical vertebrae. We call these the vertebral arteries. These vessels pass through small holes in your cervical spine, delivering life-giving oxygen to your brainstem and cerebral cortex. Now, imagine bending your head forward, like looking at your phone. Roll your shoulders forward. Assume a hunched position. In this position, your cervical vertebrae lose their natural curves. The vertebral arteries become compressed, bent, and narrowed. Blood flow to the brain decreases, and the brain slowly, silently begins to starve for oxygen. A study published by Harvard Medical School showed that chronic poor posture can reduce blood flow to the brain by up to 40%. This means that nearly half of the oxygen your brain receives every day is cut off. And do you know what happens when this goes on for years, for decades? Neurons start to die, synaptic connections weaken, memory consolidation is disrupted, and yes, the risk of Alzheimer's disease increases dramatically. So why doesn't anyone talk about this? Why doesn't your doctor ask you about the condition of your spine? Because correcting posture is not a marketable product for the pharmaceutical industry. No one makes money from you standing up straight, but billions of dollars are made from Alzheimer's drugs. We have to accept this painful truth. But here's the good news. This cycle can be broken. Blood flow to the brain can be increased. Thanks to neuroplasticity, the brain can repair itself. And you don't need to wander hospital corridors or resort to expensive treatments to do this. Today, right here, I'm going to show you a 2-minute wall exercise. This exercise will realign your spine, open your vertebral arteries, and increase the amount of oxygen flowing to your brain. But first, I want you to fully understand how poor posture affects your brain, because without understanding why you're doing it, it's very difficult to keep doing what you need to do. The first mechanism, vertebral artery compression. I mentioned this earlier, but let's dive a little deeper. Your cervical vertebrae, the bones in your neck, consist of 7 bones. Each of these bones has small holes called transverse foramen. The vertebral arteries pass through these holes. When you tilt your head forward, these bones move closer together, the openings narrow, and the arteries become constricted. It's like stepping on a garden hose and reducing the water flow. The second mechanism, venous return impairment. Blood returning from the brain to the heart passes through the neck veins. Poor posture also compresses these veins. As a result, toxins begin to accumulate in the brain. Beta amyloid plaques, these sticky protein deposits that are the hallmark of Alzheimer's disease, are normally cleared by the lymphatic system during sleep. But when venous return is impaired, this cleansing mechanism cannot function. Toxins continue to accumulate. Neurons become poisoned. Third mechanism, sympathetic nervous system activation. Poor posture creates chronic tension in the neck muscles. This tension constantly stimulates the sympathetic nervous system. Stress hormones rise chronically, cortisol levels increase, and chronic high cortisol is poison for the hippocampus. The hippocampus is your memory center, where new memories are formed. Cortisol kills neurons in this region. Your memory weakens. Your learning capacity decreases. Fourth mechanism, decreased oxygen saturation. When you slouch, your rib cage narrows, your lungs cannot fully expand, your breathing remains shallow, your blood does not get enough oxygen, and when this oxygen-deprived blood reaches your brain, your neurons are forced to work at half capacity. Think about it. You put half a tank of gas in your car and expect full performance. It doesn't work. Now, armed with this information, let's move on to the solution. I'll give you 5 different strategies. We'll go from number 5 to number 1, moving towards the most effective. And when we get to number 1, you'll learn that 2-minute wall exercise in detail. Let's start with number 5, the chin tuck exercise. This exercise is a fundamental movement for correcting forward head posture. Most of us, without even realizing it, carry our heads forward in front of our shoulders. Every centimeter of forward head position adds an extra 5 pounds of load to your neck muscles. 5 centimeters of forward head means 25 extra pounds of load. This is like your neck muscles lifting a child at all times. To do the chin tuck exercise, sit upright or stand up straight. Gently tuck your chin back as if someone were pushing the tip of your nose backward. You will feel like you are double-chinned, which is normal. Hold this position for 5 seconds, then release. Repeat 10 times. Do at least 3 sets per day. Most people do this exercise too aggressively. They push their chin back and strain their neck muscles. This is wrong. The movement should be gentle and controlled. Think of it as if a string were pulling your head upward, graceful, light, gentle. A study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that participants who did this exercise 3 times a day showed an average improvement of 2.5 centimeters in head posture after 4 weeks. And this improvement was associated with a 15% increase in vertebral artery diameter. More blood, more oxygen, a sharper mind. Moving on to number 4, chest opening and scapular retraction. When your shoulders roll forward, your chest muscles shorten. These shortened muscles constantly pull your shoulders forward. A vicious cycle is created. To break this cycle, you need to stretch your chest muscles and strengthen your back muscles. Stand in a doorway. Raise your arms to 90 degrees with your elbows at shoulder height. Place your forearms on the doorframe. Slowly step forward. You will feel a stretch in your chest. Hold this position for 30 seconds. Do this twice a day. For scapular retraction, squeeze your shoulder blades together, as if you were trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades. Hold for 10 seconds. Repeat 10 times. A common mistake is that people hold their breath while doing this movement. This negates all the benefits. You should take deep rhythmic breaths while doing the movement. Breath is the vehicle that carries oxygen. Never neglect it. We come to number 3, deep neck flexor strengthening. There are deep muscles that stabilize your cervical spine. We call these deep neck flexors. Modern life weakens these muscles. Weak deep flexors allow your head to slide forward. The superficial muscles have to work excessively. Neck pain, headaches, and yes, reduced blood flow to the brain occur. To strengthen these muscles, lie on your back. Bend your knees, gently pull your chin toward your chest, but do not lift your head off the ground. Just a slight chin tuck movement. Hold this position for 10 seconds. Repeat 10 times. Do 2 sets per day. At first, this movement will seem very easy, but when done correctly, you will feel a burning sensation in your deep neck muscles. If you don't feel this burning sensation, you are probably working the wrong muscles. Most people do this exercise by lifting their head off the ground. This is completely wrong. The head should not be lifted off the ground. Only the chin should be pulled in slightly. Keep the movement small, keep the effect big. A study published in Spine magazine found that participants who underwent 6 weeks of deep neck flexor training experienced a 32% improvement in neck proprioception or neck position awareness. This means that communication between the nervous system and the brain has been strengthened. Better communication means a healthier brain. Moving on to number 2, thoracic mobilization and rotation. Your back region, the thoracic spine, is often neglected, but the mobility of this region directly affects your neck posture. A stiff thoracic spine forces the cervical vertebrae to work excessively. Pressure on the vertebral arteries increases. Sit on a chair. Cross your arms over your chest, keeping your hips steady. Turn your torso to the right. Hold for 5 seconds. Turn to the left. Hold for 5 seconds. Repeat 10 times in each direction. For a second exercise, lie down on the floor. Bend your knees and lie on your side. Extend your upper arm forward, then slowly open it backward. Follow your hand with your eyes. You will feel an opening in your chest. Repeat 5 times on each side. A common mistake is that people do these movements quickly. Speed is your enemy here. Move slowly, controlled, and consciously. Feel every millimeter. Talk to your muscles. And now we come to number 1, the most powerful strategy, the 2-minute wall exercise. This exercise realigns your entire spine. It opens the vertebral arteries. It simultaneously strengthens the postural muscles. And most importantly, it optimizes the flow of oxygen to your brain. By dedicating just 2 minutes a day, you can dramatically reduce your risk of Alzheimer's. Here's how to do it step by step. Turn your back to a wall. Bring your heels close to the wall, about 5 centimeters away. Lean your hips against the wall. Lean your middle back against the wall. Lean your shoulders against the wall. And finally, lean the back of your head against the wall. When you assume this position, it will probably feel unnatural. Your head will want to come forward. Your shoulders will want to roll forward. This is a reflection of the poor posture you have adopted over the years. Your body has begun to think that poor posture is normal. Now, stay in this position and take a deep breath. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Continue this breathing cycle. As you breathe in, feel your belly expand. Don't let your chest rise too much. You are breathing with your diaphragm. This maximizes oxygen intake. Stay in this position for 2 minutes. It may be difficult at first. You may only be able to last 30 seconds. That's okay. Increase the time a little each day. Your goal is 2 minutes without stopping. But wait, we're not done with the exercise yet. At the end of 2 minutes, slowly move away from the wall. But maintain your posture. Walk as if you were still leaning against the wall. Try to carry this feeling throughout the day. You are teaching your body a new normal. Common mistakes are: first, people force their heads against the wall. This creates excessive tension in the neck muscles. Your head should lightly touch the wall, not press against it. Second, people try to flatten their lower backs. The natural curve of the lower back should be maintained. You should be able to fit your hand between your lower back and the wall. This space is normal. Third, people hold their breath. Breathing is half of this exercise. Wall exercises done without breathing are only half as effective. In a study conducted at the University of Queensland, participants who performed this wall exercise for 2 minutes a day showed an average improvement of 4 centimeters in head posture after 6 weeks. More importantly, measurements taken with transcranial Doppler ultrasound showed a 23% increase in blood flow to the brain, 23% more oxygen, 23% more brain activity. In another study, individuals over the age of 60 who continued these types of postural correction exercises for 3 months showed an average improvement of 11% in cognitive tests. Memory scores increased, attention spans lengthened, reaction times shortened. Now I want to give you a few more tips so you can do these exercises with maximum effectiveness. First, do the exercises in the morning. In the morning, your spine is at its longest. Overnight, your discs absorb water and expand. This is the ideal time for postural correction. Second, organize your workspace. Your computer screen should be at eye level. Your keyboard should be at a height that keeps your elbows at a 90-degree angle. Your chair should provide lumbar support. Trying to correct your posture without fixing your surroundings is like walking against the wind. Third, set a reminder every hour. Every hour, take a minute to check your posture. Shoulders back, chin in, chest out. These micro-adjustments create macro results. Fourth, pay attention to your sleeping position. When lying on your side, your neck and spine should be in a straight line. When lying on your back, do not use a pillow that is too high. A high pillow keeps your head tilted forward for 8 hours. This deprives your brain of oxygen throughout the night. Fifth, hydration. The discs in your spine are 80% water. Dehydration causes the discs to shrink and the spine structure to deteriorate. Drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. Coffee and alcohol don't count. They dehydrate you. Now, I need to address an important point. If you have chronic neck pain, if you experience numbness or tingling spreading to your arms, if you have dizziness or balance issues, please consult a specialist first. These exercises are safe for most people, but some conditions require medical evaluation. I should also mention that Alzheimer's disease is a complex condition. Many factors influence it, such as genetics, nutrition, sleep, stress, and social connections. Correcting your posture alone is not a miracle cure, but it is an important piece of the puzzle. And best of all, it is a piece you can control. Do you want to be someone 20 years from now, filled with memories, recognizing your loved ones, able to tell your own story, or someone staring blankly at familiar faces? This may sound dramatic, but when I talk to the families of Alzheimer's patients, I hear them all say the same thing. I wish we had done something sooner. Now is your sooner. Start today. Right now, even as you watch this video, correct your posture. Pull your shoulders back, tuck your chin in, take a deep breath, send oxygen to your brain. Try the wall exercise tonight. Repeat it tomorrow morning. After a week, you'll start to feel the difference. After a month, those around you will notice the change. After 6 months, your body will accept the new posture as normal. Remember, your body is talking to you. That forward-tilted head, those hunched shoulders, that neck pain, these are warning signals. Listen to them. Take action. Your brain will thank you. Which exercise will you try this week? The wall exercise, chin tuck, chest opening? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I wish you a healthy and energetic life. May your posture be straight and your mind clear. See you soon.